Oh, great. Snowball's in Jaws now.
Mm,
But
mm,
Snowball...
mm.
Last up on our list is a one more thing, Alex.
One more. Just one.
There's
One more.
only one more thing.
over.
And then it's over. So we're going to try something kind of fun. And I say kind of fun because the first time we tried this, I thought it worked out okay. But we're going to try it again and see if we have as much luck as the first time. Anyway, let me just kind of give everybody the concept. We're going to do something I am calling... That was a weird way of me saying it. We're going to do something that I'm calling side quest storming. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to look at a list of quest ideas for tabletop gaming. There's a lot of these online. A lot of these. And luckily I found one. This one that we're looking at right now is going to be from mysticwaffle.com. It's specifically D&D quest ideas. They have been so nice as to actually number them. So I'm happy about
1
that.
to 32. Minus a couple we probably won't read because they're too fucking long.
Some of them are a little long. The idea is that we're going to pick a character that we play. We are going to roll some magic dice. Mine is actually this new one that I got here.
Yeah, mine is virtual.
Yours is virtual. And we are going to pick 3 quests for the other person's character to kind of see what they would do, just as a general quick and dirty way of dealing with whatever that scenario would be, based on the characters that they are. I am going to be using Snowball the Rainbow Unicorn, Detective. Alex, who do you want to use?
I'm going to go this time. Last time, since we're re-recording, I went with Baylock. I'm going to go with
Hephaestus. Okay.
Because he's actually someone that's played way more than Baylock, even though it's the same campaign. So
Hephaestus is a dragonborn druid?
Hephaestus is a dragonborn druid, and he is also a were-tiger.
He is also a were-tiger. Well, that gives you a few options. Snowball, as people might know, is technically, by D&D rules, the way I've played him, a rogue inquisitive. And he actually uses the half-elf model for stats. So he's got a little bit of haughtiness and and a little bit of fayish kind of magic to him.
Perfect.
But anyway, so... Do you want to give me my first encounter?
I rolled a 17 for you, Nathan. So,
okay.
Snowball.
Yes.
A local dragon is devastating the countryside, but after defeating it, Snowball Snowball awakens in the local inn to find it was all a dream. Or was it?
You know, actually, this is a great one for Snowball, because Snowball's a detective. Literally, everything that I can do is observation based. If you were to look at his character sheet, his passive perception and insight are 25 and 27. He's very observant. He's very good at that. I think that the first thing is, so he's waking up in the local inn. First of all, he'd probably wonder if they put him in the barn or in one of the rooms. But after he determines that, he'll probably go out and look for signs of dragons. His first thoughts would be to see if there are scales, claw marks, or possibly, I don't know, people with singed eyebrows. I think that would be one of the first things he'd want to check. Mostly, if it turns out that there isn't an actual local dragon, if he determines that it is all in his head, why is he dreaming of dragons? What is causing him to dream of dragons? Is there somebody that has put a dream curse on him so that he's scared of dragons all the time? He'd have to wonder about that, because I don't think Snowball is traditionally very bad in fights. He is not a fighter. He is a utilitarian kind of character. He's there to investigate and solve problems and puzzles and talk to people. So dealing with the dragon, not going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, he's interrogating everybody in the town. He's finding out if somebody knows about this dragon, if somebody's controlling this dragon. And then if it turns out that the dragon's real, well, he'd probably just have a bunch of the peasants go and try to fight the dragon while he skips out of town real quick.
I mean, I think it was that the dragon was defeated.
Oh, is that after defeating it, the characters awaken? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I get you. After defeating it, the characters awaken and find that it was all a dream. Well, you never know. There might be more dragons. Where there's one dragon, there might be more.
Where there's one dragon, there's a brood.
There's a brood. But, yeah, okay, so if they have actually defeated the dragon, I definitely want to find out where his gold is.
Yeah, why did I fall asleep and not loot its den?
Only to find out that somebody got... One of the other people that isn't here already betrayed me, and now I gotta find... No, I'd be probably looking for the gold if there is no actual dragon left to find.
It was just a cracker dragon and just hoarded crackers.
It hoarded crackers. It's the saltine dragon. Alright. Let me see if I can give you one here. Hephaestus. Oh, hey, 18. We're right there anyway. Okay. Hef. The town's water supply has been poisoned, and people everywhere are deathly sick. It'll take some serious detective work to follow the clues, but what they uncover is an intricate plot to assassinate a noble family.
See, this is also a good one for Hef, because Hef is a druid. And I believe one of the spells he gets is Purify food and water and detect poison and disease. So Hef is not uniquely, but Hef is pretty well suited for this, actually. Like, he could definitely go ahead and purify the water supply and detect poison. And as a shapeshifter, he could potentially see if anyone sneaks in at night to tamper with it and then stalk them.
Yeah.
In any animal form he really wants to at that point, probably an owl or something quiet.
Sure.
So Hef could serious investigation. Well, he's not really an investigator like Snowball, but he is kind of clever and sneaky sometimes when he has to be.
Sure.
So he would definitely be like, oh, well, I don't really care for towns that much, but, don't contaminate nature.
No.
So he might not care about the plot on the assassination attempt, but he still might be like, yeah, I don't care that you're trying to assassinate the nobles. I care that you're tampering with the water supply and animals are dying.
Yeah, that's his priority.
Yeah, that's his priority. So I think he would exact justice on tampering with nature more so than human things.
Sure.
Civilized society things. But that would be fun. He'd be like, yeah, oh, you're here about the assassination attempt. It's like, what? No, what assassination attempt? You poisoned the water and you killed my bear.
Kill a bear.
Like, you killed my food supply and now I'm coming to hunt you.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Exactly.
Although Hef also, as a lycanthrope, probably pretty well suited to hunting things as well.
Yeah.
So
But hey, if you can't hunt your game, you hunt the polluters that poison the water supply.
Yeah.
They taste good too.
Yeah. I mean, Hef has been known to eat humanoids once in a great while.
Yeah.
Well, in animal form, mind you.
Oh. Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, not in his dragonborn form. That's just not okay.
Yeah, that's that wouldn't be kosher.
But when you're hungry.
Oh yeah, when you're hungry, everything looks like a bear.
No, when you're hungry, anything looks so yummy.
That's true.
All right, next up for Nathan.
Yes.
28. Let's see what 28 is.
Okay.
Oh, it's not a long one. The city guard of a port. I feel like We dealt with this one. You got this one last time.
Last time. Okay, yeah.
The city guard of Port Town hires the characters to deal with a shark problem. The local fishermen and travelers have been getting eaten by a monster, bloodthirsty shark. The characters are going to need a boat.
Yeah, I remember this. I was like, oh great, Snowball's in Jaws now. But Snowball. Snowball. As I think I explained in the last one, Snowball's big priority is that he is not going to fight a shark. He's just not going to do that. That is off the table.
Maybe he can jump the shark with the boat.
I mean, Snowball, by his very character, is very good at jumping sharks. I think that we've pretty much established that. But he's not going to get the boat. He's not going to get the shark. He's going to probably assume that the fishermen, if rallied correctly, will maybe go and take care of the shark. But as an investigator, his main question is why the shark happens to be attacking this particular port town, and if there is something that is drawing the shark there. If there is something that is drawing, or someone that is specifically drawing the shark there, at which point he's investigating that from the safety of the shore and not in the water at all. He's going specifically onto the shoreline, and he's going to see if there's actually a reason why the shark is getting specifically drawn to that port town. At which point, he's dealing more with the actual source of that problem than anything else. It's sort of like, if you remember, if you played Knights of the Old Republic, there was a part on the planet Manan where there was like this giant Firaxis shark that was under the waves, and it was causing a lot of problems. And you could repair or destroy like this tank underneath, and if you repaired it, it made the shark not angry anymore. Or you could destroy it and kill the shark in the meantime. Basically, Snowball's looking for the tank in this scenario, not the shark. Yeah.
Not the shark tank?
Yeah, not the shark tank.
TV show?
Yeah, we're traversing it as much as possible. Fun fact, in England, before it was Shark Tank in the US, it was Dragon's Den.
Yes.
So, hey, that fits on theme. Okay, let me get you one here. Let me get you one. Ooh, 5. Way the hell up here. Oh boy. Alright, Hef. Bounty Hunt. The characters are hired to track down and bring in a notorious gang of thieves hiding out in the nearby forest. Perfect.
Great. Another perfect one for Hef. He has to hunt thieves in a forest. First of all, he loves forests. Second of all, he can talk to animals. He prefers not to. He doesn't like to talk to animals, but he will occasionally. The reasoning for this is he does not talk to his food.
Right.
He only eats meat if he's at least helped hunt it.
Yes.
Otherwise, he's a vegetarian. As a druid, one who also turns into animals, he respects animals, but he will eat them if he has hunted them.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, he won't eat anyone else's meat. The reason he had eaten a guard once is because he'd been in jail for like a week and was a little hungry and couldn't go hunting.
Yeah.
So after he killed all the guards, as a bear, he decided to eat an arm.
Good.
He's like, protein.
Yummy.
So Hef, oh man, again, wild shape is really great if you really wanted to. Depending on when in his life this is, he could always just go lycanthrope, were-tiger, and stalk the entire one, band of thieves.
Pick them off.
And get. No, it said. I believe it says.
You're bringing them in.
Bring them out of hiding. Yeah, he could probably terrify them as a were-tiger into leaving the forest of their own volition. As well as creating the rumors that there is a scary lunar lynx, as it were, an albino were-tiger in the forest stalking creatures.
Oh, sure.
Because he wasn't just a were-tiger, it was a a special breed from his home islands that we figured out was called the Lunar Lynx. It was an albino were-tiger.
Oh, interesting.
From his ancestral home.
Yeah.
That he got contracted it from it.
Got it.
Kind of a mark of honor on his island, kind of not, kind of like a curse at the same time.
Oh, sure. Sure.
But it also was what we used to explain why he was so good at shapeshifting.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I feel like Hef would wait until a nice like full moon, and he had full control of his lycanthropy at that point in general. Okay. So he would probably use the full moon and scare those thieves into the waiting arms of the town guards. He'd probably be like, "Hey, so I'll go get the thieves for you. Just don't listen to any stories they tell you. It's all gonna be glitz and glamour."
Yeah.
Yeah, don't listen to them. I'm not really a lycanthrope. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Nothing to see.
I can imagine him stalking them out of their hiding place in the woods pretty effectively, because he could go between tiger, were-tiger hybrid form, and then his animal shape-shifting to like make it seem like there's more than one of him in different locations pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
So you know.
It's good stuff.
And generally other druid spells that can just turn the nature against the thieves.
Yeah. It's pretty handy that it happens to be in a forest.
Yeah, it is.
It's really
pretty.
Excellent. All right. So what do you got for me?
Let's see.
I got one more.
I got 8. A sprite approaches Snowball, pleading for help.
Oh no.
The forest home of her people is being clear-cut by a massive army. Will the players help her turn the army away and save the forest creatures?
No.
Okay. Nope. Snowball gives no shits about
this is where Snowball's kind of like going, oh no, not this stuff again. Not sprites. I don't have good luck with sprites. Actually, it was Rembrandt that didn't have luck with sprites. Snowball, though, being from a glade and being a magical creature, probably still wouldn't be very happy with sprites. I guess the first question Snowball has is what's in it for him? And is this technically a situation where he could justify the sprite being one of his clients for the agency?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
If it's technically like, he doesn't always like his assignments, but he'll usually do the assignments if it's actually for the Hoof and Horn Detective Agency. So if the sprite approaches like the agency themselves, then I guess I'm duty bound to deal with it. Alright, so reluctantly Snowball would have to agree at that point and go into the forest, find that it's being clear-cut by an army, and then try to bribe the company. I'm gonna find blackmail material on the company, figure out why they wanted to clear this forest, and try to convince them that A, it would be in their best interest to not do that anymore, and B, if they tried any further, I am totally going to ruin them with the information that I find. It's basically digging up dirt with the guys at the top to make them stop doing stuff. And then, of course, get my reward from the sprite.
And to go into hiding because an entire army is after you.
Right. If at some point I had to, stab a few people with my horn, so be it. But probably not going to be taking on a whole army. That doesn't seem like it's going to end well.
Probably not.
And again, that's why blackmail behind the scenes, you don't want it to go public. Don't let it go public. And then have a magical, have like an owl that needs to hear from me every week, or it releases the documentation down to the local lords. Yeah, exactly. Blackmail them against the local lords, or try to get the local lords on your side and persuade them to that it would be in their best interest to stop the army from clear-cutting the forest.
Perfect.
Yeah. And that is going to lead us to your final pick for Hef. Let's see what we got. We have a... Oh, that's the one that we just did. I got a 5 again.
Yeah, roll a different one.
Okay. Okay, we got a 2. Okay, here. This is good. Traveling in the mountains, some unstable ground collapses, and the adventurers, Hef, fall into an abandoned mine shaft. They must find their way out.
Well, since we're just doing this as if it's just our one characters, I mean, Hef can just turn into something with a burrow speed.
That would be helpful, wouldn't it?
Or a bat.
A bat would be great.
With echolocation, and just... Hef would be able to find his way out pretty easily, given he knows where true north is, and direction sense is pretty good because he has cantrips for that, and the ability to turn to animals to get out of situations that might be hard without...
Sure.
You know, let's say you fell down a 50-foot mine shaft and doesn't have a 50-foot ladder and can't climb it because it's sheer sides. He could fly out of it.
Sure.
He could turn into something with a crawl, like wall climb, a spider, anything else like that. He could burrow out of it. Hef is here's the thing: trapping a druid, not so easy.
Yeah.
Especially a shape-shifting druid, because I could, mold earth.
Yep.
I could turn into a different animal. There's a lot of different ways Hef could get out of a situation of falling into an abandoned mine shaft.
Yeah.
Like, is he going to explore it?
That's the question.
Maybe?
Though. Yeah.
Probably not. I don't think he cares.
He doesn't wonder why he fell into a mine shaft?
No, I mean, unstable ground. Oh, the humans, or, the dwarves have been here. Shucks. It's like, it's abandoned for a reason. I'm not sticking around. He's had issues with holes in the ground with monsters in them before. He's getting out of there.
Yeah.
There was a giant spider at the beginning of the campaign that the first time the orc fell into it. It was like, oh, you okay? It's like, oh, there's a big spider down here or something like that. It's like, oh. I was like, hey, how much does a bear weigh?
Yeah.
And David was like, 800 or 900 pounds. Why? I'm like, I'm gonna jump in the hole and turn into a black bear.
Yeah.
Or brown bear.
Yeah.
And so that's where the legendary drop bear came from.
The drop bear, indeed.
That was the first time. It was like our first session.
Oh.
First or second session. And I just jumped into the hole, and the half-orc moved to the side, and I squished the spider.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's like, you don't really need to do damage fighting it if you can just crush it underneath several hundred pounds of bear.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty gross, but yeah, so he probably wouldn't want to stick around. He's like, I've been here before, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you, if I was running a game and that was the first session, I would be very scared as to what the rest of the campaign would be like.
Listen, we had a lot of fun in that campaign.
Oh,
there are reasons I'm a werewolf, or a weretiger.
Oh, yeah.
And there are other reasons that I had to get resurrected from the dead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Fighting demons that you have no chance of fighting because you realize that it's an ancestral enemy of your homeland, and you recognize it from legends, and you're like, yeah, no, I'm like duty bound to try and kill this thing.
Yeah.
Because it's an affront to both nature and my home.
Mm-hmm.
And, then it just murders you. Because you are not equipped to fight that on your own.
No. Yeah.
Out of character, you're not equipped for it. In character, you're like...
Well, I guess it's what I do.
I'm like, I am bound by, like, my druidic oaths to fight this evil, and I'm gonna fucking do it. And if I die, I die doing what I loved.
Yeah. Trying to tear people in, tear into people with
It was a really big demon.
Yeah.
That was murdering things.
That's never good.
Yeah, no, I did not do anything.
Well, you have to assume that any campaign where your character has gotten out of it unscathed wasn't a very interesting campaign.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
Anywho, that has been Side Quest Storming. And if you are listening to this and you like this as a concept, let us know. I found many lists that are like this, that are not necessarily even D&D related. Hey, we might try this again, maybe with characters that aren't even D&D characters. We'll see. But you like it or you want to try it at home, feel free. I will make sure to leave a link to the list that we were using in the episode description.